So now we can continue either with the front part of our firefly head, or we can continue down. So I'm gonna continue downwards. So we're gonna do these 5 little circles and then the shape in between, and then 5 circles and the shape in between. So back onto our liner, still working on the front of our pewter. So for the little circles, they are a bit too close to each other. I'm not going to use a ball and cup tool. I'm going to draw them in by hand. So from the front of our pewter on our liner, I'm going to draw in all of these little circles at the same time. And then we can flatten from the front. So we remove our liner. And then we can tidy up with the Teflon tool. Then we can raise up these little circles from the back. So from the back of our pewter on our soft surface. And with my paper stump, I'm going to add a little bit of height from the back. And then we can tidy up from the front. And then we can use the Teflon tool to tidy up. I'm then going to use the metal ball tool to define my edges. So I'm not going to flatten on this side. There we go. So now we can continue with the next shape. Back up to our liner, still working on the front of our pewter. Still working from the front of our pewter on our semi-soft surface. Okay, now again I'm going to use my Teflon tool and I'm going to draw in the next shape. So I'm not going to draw in both of the lines. I'm not going to draw in this line. I'm just going to draw in the outline. Then we can remove our pewter from our liner and replace it on our hard surface so that we can flatten around. So this little shape, I'm going to add a little bit of height from the back. The same detail line that we did here. Then we use our Teflon tool to tidy up. So from the back of our pewter, we can add our line. So we put it on our soft surface, working from the back of our pewter. So I'm going to use my metal ball tool for this one, because I don't want this line to be too thin. So I'm going to draw in a line from the one side to the other side with a medium to a soft pressure. And I'm going to try and keep it as smooth as possible. Back to the front of our pewter on our hard surface, we can flatten again around before we continue. And then we can continue with the next set of circles. From the front of our pewter on our liner, we can now do the second set of 5 circles. Again, I'm going to do them all in one go. I'm using a medium to a hard pressure. And then I'm going to flatten from the front on my hard surface. Again, we're going to add some height from the back. So on our soft surface, from the back of our pewter, I use my paper stump to add some height. Back to the front of our pewter on our hard surface, and we can flatten again. Again, I'm only going to flatten the front part, not the back. I'm going to define with the metal ball tool. And then we can add the next shape in the same way we did the first one. So from the front of our pewter on our lino, again, I'm only going to do the outside lines. I'm not going to do the central line. Then we can flatten from the front on our hard surface. So from the back of our pewter on our soft surface, I'm again going to use my metal ball tool to draw in the detail line from the one side to the other side. Again, I'm using a medium to a soft pressure and try to do it in one smooth motion. And then back to the front of our pewter on our hard surface to flatten and tidy up again. When we flatten and tidy up, it's always a two-part process. First, we flatten with the paper stump, and then we tidy up and flatten the edge with the Teflon tool. And if needed, we can define the metal ball tool. So I'm going to add a little bit of height to this area here before we move on. So from the back of our pewter on our soft surface, I'm going to take my paper stump and I'm going to color in just a little bit, not too much. And I'm going to concentrate more on the raised areas than the overall design. And I also think we should add a detail line to this front shape as well. So I'm going to do that now. So from the back of the pewter, again, same as we did with that first line, I'm going to use my small Teflon tip and I'm going to draw in a detail line. And then we can turn our pewter to the front. And then we can tidy up. And then we can define. And then I'm going to continue downwards.